welcome back to Retro Racer. So I've just cut that 300 by 260 and just did some cheat lines in my hand folder, and then roughly measured where that curve begins and did some by hand outside of the car, and then brought it in here and just used this old piece of hardwood dolly that's starting to split. That's why I've got tape on it, and just roughly pounded it into shape, tech screwed it on just to hold it in place. That's where the rib is, so one, it makes it easier for me to screw into, and secondly I can use that as a reference for hopefully where the bead line should go. So I'm going to take that out now, and I'll cut the original material well short so I can do a proper cut to fit later, and then start making up this press section here for the inner sill that I've previously cut out under there. Okay, I'll keep going. Okay, I'm back under the car, so I'm going to sound a bit strange lying on my back. And I've done the paper tracing just up around there. You can see the lines in the paper. There's a little scallop there, but I can just continue that curve around nicely there. And then, as I said, I'd bring you under the car, so we'll just remove this, put that aside. And there's the sill, what's left of it. Now this is pounded up here. All this return here was pounded up hard against the floor. I just straightened that out this afternoon, and it's bent up, so I'll bend that down again. As you can see earlier, that's your normal sill joint there, but I'm going to come past that, so there's no localized stress in the joints. And so I'm just going to make that one section for now, and then I'm going to remove these two inner skins here, and just salvage that little bit left there. Try and get the camera to focus. So I'll just try and salvage this piece, this flange here, and then remove all this junk. Then I can rust treat all of this and see if it can be saved. Otherwise I'll have to replace that return there as well. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Famous last words. Good morning, or actually good afternoon. It's Sunday afternoon now. And this morning I was just cleaning up around the carport because it was getting really grubby and lots of rust parts sitting around and so forth that I've cut out. So I just spent a couple of hours cleaning up because it's such a nice peaceful Sunday morning here in the village. So I just thought I'd try and give everybody some peace. And last night I gave everything a quick clean up and a really thorough coat of rust converter. And then this morning I thought, okay, I'll just clean this up. It can always be treated again, just to see what it's like. And I uncovered, some holes there and some damage. So I drilled those two holes there, center of screen, just to see how thick. It must be fairly thick material by the looks of things. Maybe 1.5 originally. So I'm going to cut out there and remake that section, and I'll just set myself up again because there's a bit of a transition. The camera won't show how this steps out towards the outer part of the sill here, so I'm going to have a go at making that. I don't know how many sections I'll try and make it. I keep on reminding myself not to do it when I try, and just stitch together the various shapes to make sections like that, as Fitzy always instructs us on Fitzy's Fabrications, but I just want to give it a go. The upside is that this here is all still in really good condition. I've knocked down that damage earlier, and just by chance a piece of timber I had, I'll just take you out of the car for a moment, this is a bit unplanned. If you remember in Saturday afternoon's video, that area was all pushed up quite a way, and just by chance I had a piece of timber here already cut to size that I could put in here. There's a little stopper there, and I knocked it in with a hammer on the ground, and it was exactly the right length to support this whilst I knocked down the damaged section. It's pretty close. I'm happy with where it is now, and there's some more damage there that I'll contend with later, but I'm going to start up that way and work my way back. I'll just set up again and I'll show you my considerations. I've just clamped that to the bottom of the sill with a vice grip. So there's a couple of things I have to do. I have to duplicate that. So I think I'll make this section up with the two returns, or three, separately. And I think I've already cut a piece, because this may all get cut out yet. I might just make this section here up until here as a straight section there and weld that in, because what happens is it needs to transition back. So if we look in there and you see that section I was just referring to, it has to transition back to a more gentle shape. So I'm going to have a go at this, less that other section that I just showed you. But this just helps me, reminds me that I have to just make this return here for plug welding a little bit wider down the bottom here. And I'll just cut this section out here. So I was hoping that this section was good enough, but I'm just not happy to leave that. I've come so far, I might as well keep on try to do my best with it anyway. Don't know if it's the right thing or not. So there's the old section, and you'll see that this line just has a bit of a slant back towards the back of the vehicle, not much at all, almost straight up and down. And there's this guy. Now, that wants to lean back a lot further down the bottom here, but I'm not concerned about that at all. I had to chop that out to get that. And when we put them together, they're okay. I can work with that. So I'm going to weld that back up, those two little slits that I put in, and then I'll give it a further massage, and then I'll cut to fit. Just finished welding it in. It's about 5 o'clock Sunday afternoon, so I'm not going to do any more clean up with the flap disc or the finger sander. Just going to start cleaning up for the day and go and enjoy a soda water. Alright, it's Monday morning, or Monday lunchtime now actually. I've been spending the morning making this section up, which I had cut out last week, but I hadn't worked out how to fold it. So I just grabbed a test piece and just roughly worked out, very roughly, worked out which bends to do first. So I started with these two little ones where my thumb is, and then worked my way out each way. So that was a combination of my little hand folder and a block of wood and my railway iron and my vise. So what I have to do now is, because this transitions almost back to flat here, but looking at the old piece it is flat there, and this rib here transitions down as well. So I've worked out that from here this piece needs to be flat, and that piece there, with my white paint pen that turned purple due to the black texture, that has to be cut out and transitioned back to flat over that area. So that goes in there, and then what I'll do is I'll tack a piece of flat in there, and then I'll slice these and transition them down, or just make a section to go in there, because I don't want to destroy what I've got here. I want to keep that intact. So it's an interesting one. It did my head in for a little while, but it sort of just came to me as I was going and offering it up and looking and so forth. So hopefully this will work out, and later on I'll hopefully be able to show you a piece that fits. Alright, so I've just made this section up and just trying to match up that curve there, which I think is pretty close, but it's being held out here. So what I'm going to do now is I'll put there's an overlap here for now. I'll put 2 tack welds there just to hold it together, and then I'll take it out on the bench. I've got 3 different tech screws, self-tapping screws, to put the thing back into position again, and I'll try and do that transition on the bench. So that's the section out of the car. That's the tack welds that I put on. This is looking from the outside of the car. That's the front, that's the back. So what I'm going to do now is just this little section here. I'm going to cut that out just there, and then I'll probably put some slices in here and transition those 3 pieces down to this. I don't think I'm going to try and form that down. It could end in disaster, but I might have a play with it. We'll see. I've made loads of mistakes on this. In the center of the screen there, I cut out this original section and started doing the transition towards what would fit in here, whereas I could have kept it now because I've made so many alterations to this piece. So I'm basically reverting it back to where it was, and I'll put a split down there to be able to get it to match up to this seam here, right there. And I've got that pretty close now, and it also helps this folded section sit in properly into the inner sill. So I'm actually now going to cut this thumb section off here completely, and then I'm going to massage this to fit into there properly, and it's probably going to end up about 3 or 4 pieces to get it all together. I just can't stretch the material far enough in a tight enough area to make this what would have been a pressed section. I'll keep going and hopefully have a good update later this afternoon with it all back in one piece and fitted. Okay, so I did that cut, and I also added a radius here, and it looks like it's all going to match in pretty well. And I've reintroduced this part here. It's just tack welded on the bottom and tack screwed at the top, and I'm just going to make up a little strip to go in there, and then I'll take it back off the car and weld it all up. I also have to put a little strip in here as well, and then it looks like I'm getting pretty close on this section. Here's the outside view. and there's that little strip that I have to put in on the inside there. Yeah, in hindsight I probably could have done a better job on it, but it just turned out, with the mistakes that I made on this piece, it was just easier to cut it, shape each piece to fit. Still not perfect, but I'll get it there. And then I'm probably going to either lap weld or drill some holes in there. I haven't made up my mind yet. So that's the section out of the car. I just put a little a bridge in there just to put it together whilst it was all screwed in place. So now I'm going to, looking at center of screen, I'm just going to work my way up there and fill that, and I might just use my copper block for that widening gap there, or I'll see, or whether I lay a wedge in there as a filler. Anyway, we'll see how that goes together, and if it still wants to fit in after that, I'll try and not put too much heat into it. But that's how it looks anyway. I'm sure you can buy these sections, but that's not within the budget for the car, because we've got travel and renovations coming up, so I'm just doing as much as possible myself on the car. I believe that's the finished product. I'm just about to offer it up. It's got a few cut and shuts in it, but I believe the shape is correct. I even offered up the floor section earlier to have a look to see if it's all going to work, and it does look good. So I'll screw it back into place now. We can have a look together. Just trying to get an angle so you can see the fit and all the various shapes there. It's absolutely not exactly the same as original, but it fits. I'll just take you inside. And here we are inside, so that's good enough for welding through there. That's a factory lap joint, which I've duplicated. And this, I'll just have to do my best to get it all to fit up. I'll probably pull this section out a bit, or I might actually take this out again. Well, it has to come out for clean up and painting anyway. I'll take this section out and I might just roll that edge so it comes in to this inner sill here. That's all about 0.9 or 1 mil. I can't get an accurate measurement on it, and this naturally is 1.2. And just while we're here, I'll just throw that in. Hasn't had all the ribs put into it yet to lower it down, but that's basically going to go in there, get cut in. It'll get cut in over there to join onto the sill. I'll have to put a return on it. Once it's down low, then the return will work. But there is a bit of oddness here. I'll work out what to do there. I'll cut it in anyway, or grind it in. So I've just rolled that edge in a little bit there, just around there. I'll do a cut to fit to pop that in, and that will help that a little bit, and then it'll just be filling. And as I said, I'll take it all apart in the morning. It's quite late now, it's almost 5:30, getting dark, but I'm pretty happy with that. So to me, that's real progress, and I was looking at that as being the hardest part of this floor sill job. So time will tell whether it is or isn't. I might edit this one up here. I think there might be enough footage. So once again, thanks for joining me on the journey, and we'll see you at the next one.